Talking about the pre-mobs Fridays in November. First one I want you to take a look at is the trap smash. I would say level 1 is on the wall here. A little bit easier, you're not putting your body weight as much of it on the pressure points. So your trap muscle starts up here, goes down in a diamond shape, it's diamond shape, pattern shape, you know what I'm saying. And you're gonna move it around finding the tender spots. When you find a tender spot or a trigger point or this awful cracking, spend some time there. You can do some circles, some cross friction, some arm movement if you'd like. So if this feels painful to you, please spend some more time on it. Why you want to do this is you want to turn off those dominant upper traps. If you find in your exercises you're popping up like that, we need to relax those muscles so they're not constantly doing this every time you exercise. We want to balance it out. Let our lower traps and mid traps do a bunch of the work as well as they are antagonist muscles, these ones to our chest muscles, so that we can stop living our lives like this. All right, the overhead rib mob is a great one. I do it before every upper body session. When you do this one, I always like to test the range of motion first. First of all, you want to pull those ribs down, making sure they're not flaring every time you take your arm overhead, and just see what your range of motion looks like without the ball behind you. You should be able to touch the ground here. I'm noticing I'm getting a little bit of restriction here. I should be able to easily touch the ground. So let's do some overhead rib mob and see how that feels. So you're gonna put this between your shoulder blade and your spine, anywhere between the shoulder blade and the spine. Lie down, square up to the ceiling, and work on that movement. Stopping when you hit end range, come back up. And it's always a nice idea to put your hands on your ribs as well, make sure they're not popping up. I'm not feeling any pressure there. Let's find a spot where it hurts. So just moving around, finding the tight spots. I do this all the time, so it's not feeling that bad today. And let's retest it, and beautiful. That's looking good. So next one, I can tell I'm gonna get interrupted here in a second. I'll try to keep going. Our next exercise is wrist mobs. With wrist mob, elbows are locked out. We're gonna rock forward like this. Make sure those elbows stay locked out. Focus on the triceps. If you have any aspirations of doing handstands, banging out hundreds of push-ups, or doing mountain climbers, that type of stuff, and you wanna be comfortable in that position, you gotta do this one. Wrist flexor mobility, keep the palms on the ground, rocking back and forth, hit at least that 90-degree angle. Let's talk about the crab. Crab is a nice one for testing out shoulder extension. Shoulder extension, essentially taking your hands behind your shoulders. We should be able to do 90 degrees, so let's see if we can do 90 degrees in a crab. For this one, pull your shoulder blades together. Fingers are pointing away from you. Drive through your heels, drive through your hands, and getting up nice and high. Pulling your shoulder blades together as much as you can. If you're finding any sort of funkiness in your elbow, that's tight biceps, don't push through that. If I wanted to make it a little bit easier and put my fingers at their sides, pull my shoulder blades together, drive through my heels, drive through my hands, hanging out there. And then your goal is to be 90 degrees at both the shoulder joint and the knee joint. We've also got chest stretches, lat stretches before your workouts on Friday. You guys know those, so I'll let you take care of those. Those are the pre-mobs. If you have any questions, please ask one of us at Bootcamp Effect. Peace.